Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the When It's Convenient show, the show that is whenever and whatever is most convenient. Today's episode is sponsored by laundry because it just so happened to be there. How convenient. And today we have a very special guest. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Well, I'm Anderson. Some call me AJ, others call the police. And there are a few that know me as AJ Wise.
I see, now that's a good one. Who doesn't love a good oxymoron?
You think you're better than me? Not just who are you?
I'm the definition of living in the past, if that wasn't also a problem. Although, I guess now that I think of it, I once walked home from a store with a Guitar Hero box and a Dreamcast. I looked like I was a time traveler.
Who wrote in that footage? I wasn't told that we were doing. I'm Johnny Rob. Why don't I have a copy of the script on my desk? I'm Johnny Rob. Oh, we're live. I'm told you're into media production. Is that right? There's a joy in creating things, especially stuff that I can flood my personality with. I was very inspired by people who make videos on the internet. It led to me creating a YouTube channel 2 years ago, where I can just fill things with jokes that don't even get a pity laugh, go full on nerd, and I don't have to worry about being judged by anyone except future me looking at jokes that were once the greatest thing I ever thought I'd write. Well, who knows, maybe one day you'll end up producing for this show. No, seriously, man, we've been down funds ever since the last producer got out of foot. The mics are still hot? What do you hope to accomplish in this field?
I'm just always trying to get better at what I do. My goals, get better at networking with others, continue to just get better at my production skills. That's how I view everything I do. There's always a way to improve, whether it's communicate better, get better at a game, understand something better. It's really just trying to improve. Become funnier, it could be anything.
Inspiring, very inspiring indeed. Now, see, now that's inspiring right there. That's very nice. That's very good to hear. Now, I'm told that you like to collect all things retro, stuff like that. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? Yeah, actually, I have some of my things here. You just follow me. Who hired these guys? Go follow him!
Now, when I'm not honing my craft trying to make the best work I possibly can, I often spend time in just admiring my video game collection. Now, some would call this an addiction, but I like to call it fun hoarding. I've been gaming for generations. I used to be afraid that kids would bully me for gaming, but it's actually how I ended up making most of my friends. I mean, the time we spent gaming, it's somewhat of a brutal legend. Now, I kind of have a golden eye for games. Whether they're infamously known or something uncharted, these are the games that keep me warm during the cold winter. Now, I wouldn't consider this a mega collection, but whenever I walk to the game store after payday, any game could be my prey. It doesn't matter whether it's good or bad, there are games up here I have a defiant hate for, just cause I like owning them. This wall is a chain of memories for me. Cracks in time, from my finest hours to my perfect darks. There's just so much substance on this wall, especially to me. I guess to go back to your question from earlier, who am I? I am all of me. Some of my favorite items are this copy of Donkey Kong 64, famous for being the second time you were able to play as Donkey Kong in a video game. I have these box sets. I'm kind of obsessed with them because they aren't really made anymore. They do make it annoying to put on the shelf because when one needs to be moved to a new square, it can't move unless it moves over 3 whole spaces, and that leaves a gap, which is never fun. Here is a Japanese copy of Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. I can't play it, but I think it looks cool. I also have a Japanese copy of Sonic Adventure 2, a limited edition at that. Despite being a special release and an import, it's cheaper than an American copy, and even cheaper than buying a Dreamcast itself. Coming over here, we have a shelf of cool stuff that doesn't fit on the game shelf, a duplicate copy of Crash 3, a Game Informer magazine, and Scott Pilgrim Complete Edition by Limited Run Games. Boy, did they drop on the ball in releasing this one. It took a year to get even the standard release out. I have Scott the Wild's Clue, We have a Dante figure, a Cole statue, a floating hoodie, a Sonic plush, a Sonic gaming set, Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection, a Sonic hat, a Sonic figure, a Sonic amiibo, another Sonic figure, the aforementioned Sonic Adventures, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Colors, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic Mega Collection Plus, Sonic Riders, Sonic Rider Zero Gravity, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Generations, Sonic Frontiers with no disc, Sonic Frontiers Steelbook with the disc, and lastly, here's every way that I can play Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much, Anderson, for coming on. Now, I do have to tell you that we've already called the police. Now, you think we didn't notice that Game Informer magazine was from November? Have you no respect for the arts?
Okay, well that's the most legal thing in this room, but you'll never catch me because I was Rice the whole time. The whole time.
Audio Jungle.